And welcome to the show. Before we get back to your comments, do college kids know why 9/11 happened? Remember, they were 4, 5, 6 years old at the time. Well, according to this Young America's Foundation video, the answer is a resounding nuh-uh.
Why did they attack us on 9/11?
If I'm being perfectly honest, I'm not 100% sure.
Probably Bush did something bad.
I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
They were mad at us for something. I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
I have no idea why that day in particular, actually.
I err towards our interventionist foreign policy.
Just to destroy like the economy and stuff like that.
Either it was an issue over money or oil.
He put us into war over there over money and gas, and it just didn't turn out right.
I hear a lot about it being religious, but I think that that's covering up economics.
They weren't happy with us, with the U.S. being in their area. Oh, it was because the U.S. was in their area.
Yeah. Yes.
I quote Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I weep for the future. Yeah. Well, apparently 9/11 happened because we lost a bet to a bookie on the World Cup, is basically what I ascertained from that.
Apparently didn't pay up.
Yeah.
And
Does that
we
disturb
were
you?
in the area of New York and Washington, D.C.
Right. So let me play devil's advocate, as I said, to introduce that. They were only 4, 5, 6 years old at the time, but you would think at some point that you would kind of understand.
Like somebody asked
what
you
happened.
what was Pearl Harbor,
right?
And you
Perfect
say, well, that's where they went diving in the water to collect pearls for a necklace.
Something like that.
I mean,
right?
those teachers at that school, whatever that school is, must be so proud.
What does this say to our education system? Where are we even teaching anything about 9/11 in our curriculum, in high schools, in college? I don't think we are. I think we're still doing Revolutionary War and Bunker Hill.
They're not teaching it?
I don't think they are.
I don't know.
That was George Mason. I can't.
That was George Mason University, by the way.
How much money?
How
much money do they pay to go to school there?
That was the university. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Northern
in our
Virginia.
nation's capital,
Pretty
where
good.
many of these students are hoping to get internships on Capitol Hill and serve in government and in think tanks or non-think tanks in their case. But I don't know the answer to the universal question of American education system. This was a sample of students who answered these questions poorly, obviously. I would also ask, presumably they have parents. Do they never discuss this at the dinner table?
Their parents are the ones you see Jay Leno interviewing who don't know who the Vice President of the United States are.
Right. Hard-working parents who
So
are
yeah,
sending their
actually
children to-
our producer just said in our ear, and he's right, they're blaming the United States for it.
And our interventionist policy, and despite the fact that fundamental Islam is thriving and has been for 1,400 years to take over the globe, I mean, forget that part. It was our interventionist policy, as the one person put it, or because of economics. People have to get, this is unbelievable, that in 14 years that these people have not figured out on their own that somebody wants to kill us for reasons that doesn't matter what we do.
And apparently these aspiring scholars have never had the discussion in 14 years of what was 9/11 about anyway?
How'd they get to college without knowing
Where
that?
is their intellectual
Because
curiosity?
it's not asked in any. It's probably not asked in any test. It's
Well,
not asked
although I
in the
do have to
SATs,
say
it's not asked in the history
there was
class.
data out yesterday that 90-some% of college of kids in California aren't prepared for college.
That's correct. And Jimmy Kimmel, you brought up Jay Leno. Jimmy Kimmel actually went on the street last week and just asked people, can you name one congressman? Just one. And an overwhelming majority, they said after the fact, couldn't even name one.
But even in
Paul
their
Ryan, boom.
Right. But even in their Blame America answers, or it had something to do with oil and money, even that wasn't clever or thought out or in any way fleshed out. Clearly this is not something they've given any thought to.
That's why I believe 2 years mandatory service in the military when you graduate high school.
Or maybe just a civics class in high school where you learn something.
Yeah, no more home ec. A little bit more 9/11. Anyway, we have some comments on Donald Trump. First up, here's one from Alice who says, Trump needs to watch what he says for sure, but this will not prevent me from voting for Trump. There you go. Here is the only one who could beat Hillary, not true, and Trump is hope for our country, according to that poll. Apparently, Jeb Bush and Ben Carson can as well.
Too.
Take over.
Kenneth seems to disagree. He says Donald Trump is showing how stupid he is. He's losing his mind. And we might be offended about his using the word stupid stupid, except Trump always uses the word stupid. So.
Right. Let's read one more. Angelo says, Donald Trump's comments about Carly Fiorina's face are totally unacceptable and childish. What troubles me more than his schoolyard bully tactics is the fact that Americans seem to embrace such behavior. God help us all. I wonder how much this has to do with reality TV and people insulting each other all the time. It's part of our culture now. It's
so
our
far
fabric.
is a reality TV show.
It completely is.
So far.
And it rates really well, and
Yeah.
apparently we're entertained by it, but I wonder when things are going to really start getting serious as far as the dialogue. Anyway, remember, if you want to weigh in on any of the issues that we talk about here on the show, be sure to go to newsmaxtv.com/comments and let us know what you think. And be sure to get your copy of Ben Carson's book, One Nation. It's absolutely free. All you have to do is cover that pesky shipping charge of $4.95. Call 1-800-655-7567. That's 1-800-655-7567, or visit newsmax.com/Ben. Okay, well, it's Friday. It's happy time. It must be time for Yay or Nay. This is the Daily Wrap.